Hello and welcome to this video lesson on how to use rebates and set them up in revenue plans. And we'll also show you how the commissions are distributed between brokers' accounts. In fact, not only commissions but also white labels, introducing brokers, and the system base account using specific examples. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to set up a new revenue plan. Let's call it rebates test. So since we're going to be using the commissions section of revenue plans for this example, let's choose the Australian Canadian dollar for this example too. So let's first set up commission for opening a long position using the Australian Canadian dollar, $10 per lot. Okay, and save it, and then let's go to the rebates tab. And here, if we find our instrument, Australian Canadian dollar, you will see here columns for setting commissions for white labels and for introducing brokers. So here let's set up, for example, a commission of 70% for the white label and for the introducing broker 30%. So this means that commission will be credited to the white label of 70%, and the base system account will be credited with 30%, and then the white label will get 70% of the first 70%, and 30% will go to the introducing broker account. And now let's save our revenue plan. Okay, the next thing we need to do is to set up user accounts where the commissions, etc. are going to go. In this simple example, we're going to use just one user for all of the commission payments for both introducing brokers and white labels. Of course, you can use different broker accounts for the different commissions here, but let me just set up here 3 different accounts for this broker. Now, of these 3 accounts which I've set up, the base account is used when there's no white label or IB set up. So it's a default account when nothing else is set up, it's used and it's set up in settings. And the other 2 accounts are a white label account and an introducing broker account. So let's save our work and check it. Okay, and there you see the accounts. And you can also see that these 3 accounts have an account balance of 0 at the moment. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to search for this trading account. Now this is the trader who will pay these commissions. So in this trader's account we need to set up where the commissions will be paid to. So this is the field introducing broker account, and we will say that commissions will go to the IB accounts which we just set up in the broker user. And next we will set up a white label account where this trader's commissions go to, and then we will define which revenue plan is associated with this user. So there's our rebates test revenue plan. So after saving, we've now set up these account settings for where the trader's commission go to, but you can also set it up for whole groups of users. Now the next step is to go to the settings menu and here set up the base commission account, and if you remember we called our account base account, one of the 3 accounts set up for the broker. So we've now finished setting up the server settings, and this account will be used in the case when there's no account set up for IB operations or white label operations, or accounts set up for those, basically as a default account. So after completing setup, now let's look at a specific example. Let's open the ProTrader frontend.net station. So if we build a workspace from 0, now let's open an order entry panel and also our positions panel. Let's choose immediately our Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, currency pair, and open a position. Buy. So as you can see, we've opened one long position of one lot, and you can see that commission has been taken of $10 from that operation of opening the position. And if you remember, we set up that $10 in the revenue plans for opening a long position on the Canadian Australian dollar instrument. So now let's go back to the server, to the back office, and check how the commissions have been distributed to our broker accounts. So let's find our broker's account, which we set up at the start of this video, if you remember. By that I mean our broker user, and remember we set up 3 different accounts within that user. The formulas here show how the amounts were calculated. So first, the base account has been credited with 30%, a total of $3. The white label account has been credited with 70% first of all, and then plus 70% of that 70% as defined in the revenue plan. And finally, the third account, the introducing broker account, which has been credited with 30% of 70% of the white label account. Now you can also follow what's happening in all of these accounts by using the account operations tool in the account operations tab. So actually this is the type of reports we're going to generate. First we need to set up the period we're interested in, and then enter the names of all the accounts, or we can look them up, that we're interested to be included in this report. And here M is the name of the trader's account, which all of these operations that we're interested in are associated with. And the IB account is the introducing broker's account, which receives the commission. White label account is the white label account, and the base account is the system base account. So here we can see the account operations report generated. Now the first operation was the trader's trader's operation. So we can see several operations. The first operation was the trader opening the position. Secondly was the commission being taken of $10. And then the third operation, 30% was taken from this $10 and transferred to the base account. And the next step of the $7 left on the white label account, i.e. $10 minus 30%, then 70% of that was transferred to the IB account, $2.10. So in summary, on the white label account, the balance ends up as $4.90. The introducing broker account balance is $2.10, and on the base account is $3. The 3 totaling $10, which is exactly what we set up earlier for the system to do. Thank you for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you next time.